very warm welcome. Thank you very much indeed once again for joining us. Our social media platforms at KBC Channel 1, #Prime Edition, and my Twitter handle at Tomboya24. Straight to our top story. President Uhuru Kenyatta today made his 8th State of the Nation address, where he outlined key achievements of his government. The president said, though the past year had adversely impacted in most economies, the county had recorded impressive milestones. He singled out sectors of the economy that excelled as the world was being weighed down by the burden posed by Covid-19. The head of state further commended Kenyans for their resilience and appealed to the international community not to shut their borders to Africa, even as the pandemic persists. Nancy Okware opens our coverage tonight with the State of the Nation address.
During the 8th address on the State of the Nation, President Uhuru Kenyatta urged eligible Kenyans to present themselves for vaccination against COVID-19.
To fortify our national resolve against COVID-19, and in honor of all those Kenyans that we have lost to the disease, I do urge today all Kenyan adults to visit their nearest medical facility to receive their COVID-19 vaccinations. The COVID-19 vaccines are in stock across our country and in all our counties.
His appeal coming as Kenya races against time to achieve its target of vaccinating 10 million people by the end of this year.
This new variant's profile, as for now, remains unknown. It is therefore better to err on the side of caution. By receiving our vaccinations, we will have played our part in securing not only our own lives, but also in protecting the lives of those around us.
President Kenyatta called for continued individual responsibility as the country is not out of the woods yet, especially with the recent discovery of the Omicron variant in some countries.
Now more than ever, we are faced with yet another variant of this coronavirus, the Omicron variant that is said to carry a higher risk of infection. This variant may explain infection rate spikes that we are witnessing across the globe.
The head of state hailing the resilience and sacrifice shown by Kenyans at the onset of the pandemic when the government introduced the containment measures. The head of state underscored the need for homegrown solutions in fighting the pandemic, especially on the need for domestic vaccine manufacturing, while at the same time hailing Kenyans who seized the opportunity at the onset of the pandemic to produce vaccine syringes and personal protective equipment.
A Kenyan company known as Revital, operating in Kilifi County in the Coast region, became Africa's largest producer and exporter of vaccine syringes during the COVID period. In 2020 alone, Revital exported 70 million COVID syringes to over 20 countries globally.
The head of state said with COVID-19, Kenya had strengthened its health systems by increasing ICU bed capacity by 502%, improving oxygen generation capacity, and increasing the number of equipped laboratories from 1 to 95. Nancy Okware, Prime Edition.